Hello, welcome to Scratch 3D Printing. In this video, I will show you how to make complex shape like this with no supports. Let's scratch today's topic. So before we get to how I modeled this part right here, I just want to give a little bit of a background of how I came up with this part or how I designed parts like this with basically complex shape, and you don't need support to print this piece. So back when I started 3D printing, I used Fusion 360 to 3D models all my stuff, all my models. And the things that I modeled there has overhang, and I did not know how to overcome that overhang. So once I made the model, I just put it into any slicers that I use, and then I slice, then I generate support and just have support supporting that part on the 3D model parts. But as time goes on, supports start to get annoying, and if you print with supports, you will know exactly what I mean. Supports gives you bad shape. The shape turns out not as good as you think. It has like a different way, different shape or form, whatever it is. And sometimes the support will stick super well to your model, and if you take off the support, you might take a piece of your model off and it's just very bad, hard to remove, waste material. So if we look at this model right here, you can see that it's very complex. It has all these shapes and it has all these connections. So I was making this for my RC car, which has failed badly, so I kind of stopped doing that project. But anyway, up here was supposed to be the suspension, connects here to the wheels, and then these are supposed to be the rod holder right here. As you can see there, it's kind of bad, but this piece is PC material, so PC materials overhang, it's not the best material for overhang, but it's still printing good like that. It's functional, useful, so it's really good. If this was PLA or PTG, this overhang would be flawless. But besides that, this thing is complex and it's also still very strong. If I didn't do the cutout right here, it would just be fully infilled and it would just look not good, not cool like this, right? It has this overextend, screws here, a rod there. It also has a connection right here, and then another connection right here. And as you can see, this is not exactly identical. This P has this cut in, this part does not have cut in. It's very complex, but like I said, printed with no support at all. And I'll show you now how I model these kind of models. Very complex, many multiple purposes, and still printed perfectly with no support at all. So let's head over to Fusion 360 and I'll show you how I model these kind of parts. We are now in Fusion 360, so I'm going to show you how I design those 45-degree angles so that I don't have to use support while 3D printing and save many materials. So I'm just going to start with the cube again, 50 by 50 by 50 millimeter. So let's say for this cube, you need to attach it on the bottom and on the side, and on the top it has some other things pointing out. On the side you have screws. It's just a complicated box, so let's just get started. So for the bottom here, I'm just gonna make a 10 by 10 cutout right here. R for the rectangle, and then we're gonna do 10 by 10. E, extrude all the way through like that. Okay, so now we cannot print like this anymore. We can still print it opposite way, right? So yeah, that's good. But what if we have some overhang up here too? So now I'm gonna make a sketch on the top face. R for rectangle, and I'll do a 5 by 5 square right there. I'll find the midpoint right here. C for circle, and then I'll do a 3 millimeter. Let's say it's a 3 millimeter screw, right? And to do it for the other side, I will have to find the midpoint right here. Select everything here. Click mirror. Mirror line, the middle, click enter, and now we mirror this to the other side. Press E for extrude. We're gonna extrude this by just -5 millimeters or 5 millimeter below. So now we cannot print like this anymore because we have overhang here. And let's say at the top here, I'm gonna have to find the middle point, so I'm gonna make a new construction line. Oh, X for construction, or you can go over to the sketch palette and click construction line. And then I'm gonna make a line all the way through, because with this right here we cannot find the midpoint anymore. Well, we can, but it's a little bit off. So now I'm gonna draw a 10 millimeters line right here. Same thing with the other side. And right here I'm gonna be making a 5 millimeter circle just for fun. And then to mirror it to the other side, I want to find the midpoint here. Select the circle, go to the tool, click mirror, mirror line, select the mirror line. Now we have these two circles. I'm gonna extrude these by pressing E on my keyboard. Let's just extrude this by 10 millimeters, something like that. Okay, so now we cannot print it anyway anymore. We cannot print it like this because it will have overhang right here. We cannot print like this. It will have overhang with these two rods. We cannot print like this. It will have overhang for this and this. So it's very complicated now. Can we print like this? Nope. So with this, we cannot print anywhere. So let's say you have a situation like this, that you cannot print it anyway without using support. Even at a 45-degree angle, you will still have support on some angle and it will look bad. To be honest, it will look pretty bad with these two sticking out like that. What we can do now is just triangle everything out. So let me show you how. So for this bottom piece, I'm going to fix this by making a triangle cutout right here at a 45-degree angle. So this is already a perfect 45-degree angle right here. I'm just going to do that. And then we're going to extrude this all the way through. And now we have fixed this. So this is no longer needed support. But we still need to add support here. Well, we can do the same thing. Make a sketch there. Select this corner. Make a 45-degree angle. Go down. Do the same thing to the other side. A 45-degree angle. And now we can extrude these over, and look at that, we have fixed all the overhangs that is wrong with this blocks right here. But let's say you don't want to print this whole blocks here, right? It's gonna waste lots of material. So next thing that we can do is make a sketch at the front face. R for rectangle. I'm gonna make a construction square right here. I want to leave like 5 millimeters throughout the whole thing just for strength, and then we're gonna go to the opposite corner. Make a line up here so that we have a perfect 90-degree angle to work with. Make another 5x5 square. Now we can connect these two together. Now we have a 5 millimeters perimeter on the outside. We can work with the inside, and this triangle interferes with this, so we're gonna extrude this by 5 millimeter on the side. And now I can make a 45-degree angle cut right here. I'm gonna make this not a construction line. Do the same thing for the other side. And now I can just press O or offset and offset this by 3 millimeters. Offset this by 3 millimeters also. And now we have this triangle thingy here. So it's basically triangle 45 degrees. It seems that if we extrude this, everything will be gone. So I'm gonna make this 8 millimeter at the bottom there. So now that we have this, and I will make this line not construction anymore. I'm sorry if this is like complicated, not really like a walkthrough. I'm just showing you how to make things printable without support. And you will have to go through all of this. Okay, let's continue. So now that we have this, we can go ahead and extrude all of these out all the way through the back. And we have cut the middle piece of this block, and we have saved so much materials there, and there, and these are still overhang. So we can make another sketch and select the middle point, do a 45-degree angle. Same thing with the other side, another 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle. This we can make a 45-degree angles as well. It's 90, but it's pretty much 45-degree angle. It just say a different number. So now we have this. We can extrude all of these throughout the back, and voila, we are now overhang free. So maybe this triangle right here is way too exposed. It may not have the strength. Well, what we can do is find the midpoint here, do a 45-degree angle again, which is in the middle perfectly. We can just offset this by 3 millimeters, offset this side by 3 millimeters. I will extend this line all the way through. Same thing with this side, all the way through like that. Now we have this triangle down here, which we're gonna extrude all the way through, and we have made, look at that, this holds on to this. So if you push down here, it's gonna have this support, and it's gonna be a lot sturdier. But this shape looks very complex, and you can print this without any supports. So for these two, to make it a little bit stronger at the base here, what you can do is chamfer these. I'm gonna chamfer it by 2 millimeter, and then I'm gonna fillet these another by 2 millimeters, just so that it has a nice round shape going up. And maybe you want to round out the top of these two just so that it fits a little bit more snug. Not that we have this weird shape here that is printable without any supports, and we cut out some of the inner to save materials but still have lots of strength in there. This is pretty much how I model things now. Try to look at the model, make triangle or 45 degrees angle so that we don't have to print overhangs with support. Sometimes it's not avoidable, but sometimes it is avoidable. And once you're finished with everything, you can go ahead and fill it out all of these rough, sharp edges if you want to. I usually like to do this at the very end. Just do it by 1 millimeter. It just make everything look so more smooth. It flows all together so much better. It will say that you have overhang right here, but don't worry about it. It's very minimum, so your 3D printer can handle the overhang right here, so it's perfectly fine. So let's do one more scenario right here. You need this side to attach to something, right? So I'm just gonna find a midpoint here and just do a dovetail joint, 3 millimeters by 5 millimeters, 4 millimeters. It's not gonna be a perfect one. I'm just rough sketch this very fast. Now I'm gonna mirror this over, get rid of that construction line in the middle. So now we have this dovetail joint. I'm just gonna extrude all the way through, and now we have another problem right here. If we print it like this, everything is not overhang except this edge right here. This edge will become overhang, and it'll be very bad if you print it like this. If you generate support, it will generate support from the bottom and go all the way up, and it might not be the best idea way to do it. So what do we do now? Well, we make custom support. So what I like to do is, you need to test this on your 3D printers. So for mine, it's 0.15 millimeter off from this to the support so that I can get rid of this very easily. I'll do the same thing to the bottom, 0.15. I'm going to be making a 0.5 millimeter support right here. So now that we have this, I'm going to extrude this all the way through. And we have a custom support, but not yet quite finished. I'm going to make another sketch with this plane right here. Press P for projecting this and this. So now we're going to make teeny tiny supports right here. So it will just be something like 0.5 by 0.15 millimeters. You want these two to be connected, so we're going to do the same thing for the other side. 0.5 and then just connect that. So let's extrude these so that it's connecting with this, but you don't want to join them. You want to make them as new body, because we're going to copy that all the way through. So now we can go ahead and hide this huge blocks right here by pressing the 3D model and pressing V on your keyboard. Now we're going to go to create, pattern on path, click these two body, and then we're going to select this path right here. We're going to move this all the way to the back here, 49.75 to get it all the way to the edge. The quantity, let's do 20. Let's do 35. Okay, 35 seems good enough, so we're going to do that. Now let's find the other body, and let's select everything, combine all of them into a body. So now we have teeny tiny overhangs, and our 3D printers can handle that. So these two are barely touching, if you can see here. Afterwards, you can just punch this thing and get rid of this very easily. Now you have a custom support. You have overhang angle that is fixed by 45-degree angles. The screw is also fixed with this 45-degree angle right there, and the bottom is also fixed. So now we can just print this blocks straightforward like this without any problem, without any overhang, without any extra supports. So yeah, that's how I model my 3D models these days now. Yeah, like I said, you can go ahead and fill all of these angles to your liking, just make them look so much more professional. It looks so much better. But that is basically how I make my 3D models these days. Usually I don't really think about this, and I just model how I want to model, and then once it comes out, I have to generate all these supports. Very bad. Supports going inside here is very hard to take out. By making this 45 degree with no support, it just makes live 3D printing so much easier. So yeah, there you go. Well, as you saw there, it's not that complex, but if you're just starting it, it is quite complex. Before I make this, I have used many other methods and it was giving me trouble. I didn't really know how to make parts complex like this with no overhangs. All my parts in the past has been printed with overhang, and yes, some scenarios supports is not avoidable. Let's say you print like a circle, a dome circle like this at the very top here, it is not avoidable. You need support there, but with this method helps you reduce support a lot, and it's not complex to do. You just make triangle 45-degree angle, and that is pretty much it. And I think it looks really cool if you design parts like this instead of everything just fully solid block. It will just look bland, not amazing like this. On the construction world, triangle is the strongest shape. Just use it here and it works fine with these parts here. I think that'll be it for this video of me showing you guys how I model things now and how to 3D models using less support by building either a built-in support or making angles so that it can print overhang with no support. Just make life 3D printing a lot easier. Comment down below if you still have any questions and or any tips for me help improve making complex model like this more efficient. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel because you know amazing videos like this is always going to be coming. And as always, keep on 3D printing.